Tyrese Gibson has come out with proof to show that what's being portrayed in Hollywood is just a mere facade. Gibson claims that lots of evil goes on behind the scenes, and that Jesus has now been relegated to the background, which is a bit conflicting for him. Hey, I'm Kat. Welcome back to Rumor Has It.
As much as I'm supposed to be promoting this movie and talking about my album, I just feel like we're in competition right now because they are trying to normalize the devil. They are trying to the devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video and signs and symbols. And I said, you know what? We need to stop treating our relationship with Jesus like the little buddy that you talk to before you go to bed at night, and not be more vocal about all the things that God means to us and all of the things that God has brought us through. Because there's been a lot of moments that you didn't post about. But yet how did God decide to get me through this?
Yeah, man.
And they going above and beyond to promote the devil. And it's me off. Because the devil worshipers used to be real secretive. Going down in the basement, this secret world. Now they
they on the device too. Believe that.
There have been allegations about Hollywood in the past, but none seems to be as clear and concise as Tyrese's. The Hollywood actor has pointed out all the evils that go on in Hollywood. He claims that the people running the industry are now satanic pedophiles, and that they're trying to normalize evil by all means. So, what exactly did Tyrese reveal regarding the industry? Let's break it down. During a recent appearance on the Big Boys Neighborhood radio show, the actor revealed that the elites are trying to normalize the devil via signs and symbols in the media. He claims that you go through the media and you see signs and acts everywhere, no filter at all. Tyrese says they're trying to normalize the devil. They're trying to populate. The devil is on the main stage at award shows and in every video and signs and symbols. He continued his speech with a TED Talk on how people need to carry their relationship with Jesus. He says, we need to stop treating our relationship with Jesus like the little buddy you talk to before you go to bed at night, and not be more vocal about the things that God means to us and all the things that God has brought us through. He's clearly not comfortable with the fact that idols or any other type of devil worshipping are no longer secretive. He claims that they no longer hide to do their bidding, and they promote their type of worship via Hollywood, and is pissed that this is happening, and there's little to nothing he can do about it other than just talk. However, this isn't the first time that the actor spoke out on the shady things going on in Hollywood. Tyrese was in the spotlight after he exposed that Hollywood folks have a thing for segregation. He claims that amongst the numerous evil things he's experienced in Hollywood, he's lost roles so many times because of his skin color.
It was not cool to be dark-skinned in the hood. There was always the light-skinned black people that seemed to have gotten all the attention and all the love and considered pretty or attractive or handsome.
Gibson claims colorism is still a problem in Hollywood, and he's lost roles to Terrence Howard because his pal is light-skinned compared to him. Terrence also believes that there's been a shift, but colorism is still an issue in Hollywood, and even though he's a star, he'll be turned down for parts because of his dark skin.
I've been in Hollywood, we dealt with the same thing. Terrence Howard has no idea how many roles that I was about to book, and they went with him because he's the lighter-skinned black man with the green eyes.
Gibson is dark-skinned, and he had to compare himself to the popular Lupita Nyong'o in his conversations. He claims that the world is changing and a shift needs to happen for people to stop what he considers barbaric practices. He says, I think we should all stay humble because it's interesting how white people created this kind of colorism. The mixed race gets to be in the house and the blacks get to work in the hot sun and pick cotton. The 42-year-old star admit attitudes in Hollywood echoed those he encountered as a child. He's always been a black kid and suffered bullying and harassment while growing up as a child. In an interview, he stated that throughout his childhood, it wasn't cool to be dark-skinned in the hood. The actor claims that it was always the light-skinned black people that seemed to have gotten all the attention and all the love and were considered pretty, attractive, and handsome. He claims coming into Hollywood and facing the same thing he experienced while growing up wasn't one of the experiences he envisioned having in Hollywood. The actor claims that this particular behavior probably won't be ending anytime soon, because for over how many years he's been in this industry, he's continuously dealt with it. A lot of fans had the opinion that Tyrese and Terrence aren't friends, but it seems like even though he lost roles to Terrence, Tyrese doesn't bear a grudge, and even recommended the Empire actor for a role in his upcoming thriller, The System. He said, "We're able to joke about it now. I was the star of the film. They had an idea to go with someone else, who I won't mention, and then I suggested Terrence Howard, and he thanked me for like a week straight." With Tyrese Gibson's stand on Christianity and Jesus, many of the fans keep wondering how come he ended up in Hollywood. Tyrese Gibson didn't just start up in Hollywood. He started as an R&B singer before he became extremely popular as a Hollywood star. The actor is likely to be one of the most versatile yet unappreciated celebrities of his time. He's one of the few actors who can boast about a successful music and acting career with legitimate bragging rights. Growing up, he had a rough background, but despite this area of LA being known for its heavy gang-related activity, violent crime, and drug infestation, Gibson's stars still managed to shine brightly amid all the darkness and have a beautiful relationship with Jesus Christ. He was raised by a single mom, and you could say that he was raised well. He did singing for a while and was quite successful before the launch of his first major acting role in John Singleton's drama crime movie, Baby Boy, where Gibson played the role of Jody alongside Taraji P. Henson, Snoop Dogg, Omar Gooding, and Ving Rhames. With an impressive list of musical achievements under his belt, Tyrese would go on to dominate Hollywood with a string of acting opportunities. As previously mentioned, his first major role was in Baby Boy in 2001, which opened even greater opportunities with some of Hollywood's most talented actors. His next iconic film saw him starring as Angel Mercer alongside Mark Wahlberg in the 2005 action-packed movie Four Brothers. He also shared the screen with Terrence Howard, Sofia Vergara, and Chiwetel Ejiofor in the same film. Four Brothers grossed a total of $92.5 million at the box office, but that still wasn't his highest-grossing film. He's been on this acting spree for a long time now, despite the controversies and backlash. One of his star performances, as well as his character played a wild card, Roman Pierce, who stuck with the Fast and the Furious franchise to F2, which was released in June 2021. According to the numbers, as of July 2021, the Fast and the Furious franchise has grossed $6.6 billion at the worldwide box office. Apart from this sensational movie, Gibson's also starred in the Transformers franchise, which also raked in close to $5 billion. His other acting ventures include The Take in 2007 and Flight of Phoenix in 2004, amongst many others. At 44 years old, it's clear that Tyrese Gibson has no plans of taking his foot off the gas pedal in acting. He's done so well for himself in the industry, so going off now wouldn't affect the change he desires to see in Hollywood. So what is the real truth about Hollywood now? Are they ushering in Beelzebub via pentagram scrolling, robe-wearing kitty fiddlers in powerful positions? Or is it just a load of internet-driven talks? However, Gibson has never been a celebrity to hide his faith or be ashamed to talk about it in public. Using his social media platform, he's called for Christians to be bold in their faith and to speak up for Christ and share all he means to them. He says, "Be more vocal about all the things that God means to us, and all the things that God has brought us through." He urges people to post a lot of Jesus moments, so people with vile agenda doesn't outshine their content. He says, "You know those moments where God decides to get you through some unexplainable and unimaginable situations? Please do well to post and make a lot of noise about it." Tyrese Gibson has been vocal about his faith on social media, sharing his prayers and faith in God. Now he's asking his listeners and fans to do the same. So, what will you do?